this hour. Well, the 14th of April 2014 is a day never to be forgotten for Nigerians and especially parents of the remaining girls abducted from their dormitory after Boko Haram terrorists invaded the government girls' college, Chibok, taking away 276 schoolgirls. 10 years down the line, there is still growing advocacy and activism to pile pressure on relevant authorities to bring back the girls. TVC News senior reporter Jason Tafida takes a look at how much government's effort to rescue those in captivity has yielded results so far.
April 14, 2014, a day that put Chibok, a rural community of Borno State, on the global map, but for the wrong reason. More than 250 girls were forcefully taken from their dormitory by the dreaded Boko Haram Terrorists, an extremist group whose insurgency has killed thousands of civilians and also caused multidimensional devastation, which the World Bank estimate will cost $6.2 billion. 57 of the kidnapped schoolgirls reportedly escaped almost immediately after their capture. The dreaded terrorist group claimed responsibility for the abduction in a video released by Abubakar Shekau, who led Boko Haram before he was killed by the Nigerian army offensive.
Who are we? Who are we?
As the Chibok girls' abduction stole global attention, pressure started to pile on the federal government and Nigeria's military. During that period, hopes were raised, but later dashed as the girls remained in captivity.
Like millions of people across the globe, my husband and I are outraged and heartbroken over the kidnapping of more than 200 Nigerian girls from their school dormitory in the middle of the night. This unconscionable act was committed by a terrorist group determined to keep these girls from getting an education. Grown men attempting to snuff out the aspirations of young girls. And I want you to know that Barack has directed our government to do everything possible to support the Nigerian government's efforts to find these girls and bring them home.
High-part negotiations with the terrorists were deadlocked until October 13, 2016, when 21 of the girls were eventually released. This again rekindled hopes of a possible release of the remaining schoolgirls. But the clamor for their freedom has continued to gather steam.
The government wishes to inform the public that we will continue to identify and commiserate with the parents and relatives of the Chibok girls who are still in captivity, while we work assiduously on the rehabilitation of those who have been rescued. We also wish to use this occasion to take stock of the rescued girls and provide an update on how the girls are coming to terms with adjusting to normal life after captivity, and the efforts of the Borno State government to sustain the momentum on the rescue of the remaining girls who are still in captivity. The Borno State government is committed to rescuing and reuniting the remaining girls, and we are working very closely with the federal security agencies along this line. We understand the pain and anguish that the families of those still in captivity are going through. This is our sorrow as well. So far, out of the 276 abducted girls, 187 have been rescued and reunited with their families. Most of those rescued girls over the years have been enrolled in different schools and capacity building programs.
I want us to remember that when these girls left, they were girls. They were basically children. They have come out as mothers with 3, 2, or even 4 children. So their status has changed tremendously. Their commitment, their understanding is different from what they were before they left. And as a result of that, the Borno State government took over their rehabilitation, giving them mental health and psychosocial support. We had to stabilize them because when they came out, they were highly traumatized because of the trouble they went through in the bush. Having done this assessment and in consultation with them and their parents, it was collectively agreed that they cannot go back to the normal school, that is secondary school or women teachers college. And so fortunately for us, the Borno State government has what we call the Second Chance School. It's a complete, a holistic school that gives both vocational and other services, including computer literacy, numerical lessons, and what have you. And so presently, these girls are attending the Second Chance School.
Amina Ali is one of the lucky schoolgirls released by Boko Haram. She shares her experience.
I'm the one who first girl escaped from the captivities with a baby girl. She is 3 months and 3 weeks. So I escaped in year 2016. So I just did 2 years and 1 month in the captivities. The only thing I can remember in 2014, we are all in school writing our first SSC examination before Boko Haram come and adopt us and moved with us to the Sambisa forest. So that's where they keep us there in the bush. Before 2014, we don't even think that they will come to Chibok at that time. So we are living happily. We don't think about such thing could happen in Chibok at that time until 14 April. And what we have been taught from our teachers used to tell us that anytime we heard about Boko Haram and we don't know in case maybe they will come to our place, but when we hear anything about Boko Haram or something like that happen in the town, we should not be worried. They will not come and do anything harmful to us. And then after I came out, I had some question in Borno State. Some people used to ask me that, when you were in Sambisa, have you ever seen a aeroplane that used to provide the food for the Boko Haram? And I said that, well, if there is, me, I have never seen it. But aeroplane, maybe it can happen. That's what I used to tell them. I'm reminding the government that there is still missing Chibok girls that in captivities. And we are still need the effort to release our sisters back so that we all share this happiness we are having now. And for their parents too, because it's so boring when they see us and thinking about their daughters.
Bring back our girl.
The abduction of the Chibok schoolgirls is an event that will remain a reminder of the dark days of the Boko Haram insurgency in Borno State and the northeast region of Nigeria. Concerned citizens want the Nigerian authorities to live up to their pledge of protecting the people and double up efforts to provide a safe learning environment for children across the country. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.